Hi Sagittarius, how are you? Welcome to March 2019. My name is Colleen and this is my channel Arcana Rising. Please like, share, and subscribe. Um, Lots of intense vibes this month. Mercury retrograde on March 5th, the new moon in Pisces on March 6th, and Uranus shifting into Taurus. Major shifts going on for beginning now and continuing forward for the next 7.5 years. So you have to get used to. I feel like this is definitely a month of processing things. So let's see how that pans out for you. Sorry, my hair is being weird. Okay, so let's see how that pans out for you. I have dealt out the cards for you for this month, and I created a new spread that we're going to work with today. So it's going to be a lot more detailed than in the past. So I'm going to angle my camera down here. And I apologize for this cord. I'm trying out the microphone thing on this earphone, or the headset. So just to see if it sounds better. So let me know if it sounds better for you. Okay. So this is the theme. This is the challenge for this month. And here we go. So we have the 10 of Pentacles in the theme position for this month. So when I see the 10 of Pentacles, I always think of family life. So this could be a month that's about family ties, family relationships. This is also suggesting that you've completed a certain phase in your life in terms of security and support and feeling complete in terms of your health, your physical health. So that could also be something that's coming up this month. It's kind of saying like you went through this journey of, gathering everything that you need to support yourself and sustain yourself through life. And now you've come to this place where you're feeling content with what you have achieved thus far. So this, the 10, it reduces to a 1, and that talks of like new beginnings, talks of leadership. So maybe you're kind of stepping into this position of feeling more in control of, the situations in your life, or just maybe you're coming to a promotion this month in your career, going to another level here and like starting a new phase. But like it's definitely a time where you can like sit back and look at everything that you've accumulated and you feel content with your situation. And then this can also have to do with family ties, family relationships, and the support within your family. Okay, so we have the Justice card coming up as the challenge this month. And the Justice card is all about what is right and what is wrong, learning about, understanding the truth of situations and, accepting the consequences of actions. It's very like, it sees through the drama, sees through the bullshit, and gets right down to business, gets right to the truth of every situation. And it's like, is this true? Is this not? Now let's make a judgment call based on what's coming up here, basically. So this is the challenge this month, is facing the truth of a situation involving, this could be involving family life, this could be involving a promotion in a career situation. So it's like you've put in all the efforts to get to this new place, and now you're seeing the results of those actions. It's this is a very cause effect card. So this can either be saying, there's positive consequences to your actions this month if you've been putting in the effort to, sustain and support yourself and get to this, positive place, or if you have been getting to this place of power, wealth, or completion in a way that is not fully honest, you're going to see the results of those dishonest actions this month. So cause and effect can go either way. This can be a very karmic card, you know, showing you the results of your actions if they've been dishonest in the past, or it's, showing you the results of your actions if they've been honest and been, truthful, if they've been positive. So this is like definitely, holding us accountable for our actions. There's a level of accountability or lack of accountability coming up as a challenge this month. And I feel like this is very important, accountability and truth, because it is a major arcana card. So this challenge is pretty significant this month. So it's something to really pay attention to. This is the earth position that I created for this spread, and this is, talking of career, finances, and the physical body. The physical realm, our environment, our surrounding environment around us. We have the Hanged Man in reverse. And I feel like we're being made aware of a situation. So like this is two things. So this is like the aha moment, the enlightenment, the awakening, the understanding of what's going on in our world. And also he's tied up, he's in a non-moving position. So it's either he's waiting for something, or he's stalling, or he's not willing to change, not ready to change with what he's recently learned, or he's just trying to sit with what he's recently learned. So there's lots of different ways to, describe this card, and it's really dependent on the person and their personal actions. But this is like something is coming to light this month. You're having some kind of epiphany or being made aware of something this month that is making you feel stagnant, that's making you feel like you can't move forward just yet, or it's making you feel like you need to wait to gather more information, that's making you feel like you need to just be this month. So it feels like this is a month of non-action so that you can absorb what you're being made aware of. And I feel like that's just the energy of the surround, like what's going around in your personal environment. This could be in your physical body. You're just feeling very much in your head this month and not really fully in your body, and also, not feeling like you want to move forward, like kind of feeling like this sluggishness or like this need to just be and not do anything, because all the energy is being placed in the mind this month. In terms of career and wealth and finances and things like that, it's kind of saying like maybe you're being made aware of some situation in regards to your finances, and you have to keep things the way that they are right now. This is not a time of making drastic changes in your financial sector of your life. This is not a time for making changes in your career, but maybe you're coming to understand that maybe there are changes that need to be made, but it's just not now. This is more of like, let's just sit with this information and see how we're feeling about it, basically, this month. Also, when I see the Hangman, I always think of patience. So there's also like a level of patience that's being called in as well. Not forcing yourself to move faster than you need to this month, definitely. So this is the air section of this spread that I created, and this is talking about the mental aspects of the self, obviously, and how we're communicating with others, and ideas and inspirations that may be coming in, things to that degree. So we have the Three of Pentacles here. And right off the bat, Three of Pentacles to me is talking about teamwork. So I feel like there needs to be conversations about, and because this is Pentacles card, this is like the physical. So it's like we need to have face-to-face conversations this month to talk about what we're trying to create or what is manifesting for us, or like what, like where we're going, like what we're trying to make together, what we're trying to create together. So I feel like it's just, this is just a time to sit with what we've been made aware of and have those conversations that we need to have throughout the month between you and other people face to face. There needs to be a lot of honesty and accountability and like realness coming in. You know, this month you just have to, it's like facing these conversations head on is like super important. And if this is about like the possibility of a promotion, it's like we need to have these conversations with the people who will help us to get there. And, you know, maybe talking about the potential of a promotion with the bosses or with your employees, you know, having like a little review of where you're going within that career, within that business, and like just being real about where you are in that job. You know, if this is something that's career based, and if this is family life, this could be conversations in the family in regards to coming up this month that you've been made aware of, that you have to process this month and sit with. You know, holding people accountable for their actions could also be going on here. Yeah, just being very real in your comments so that you can move forward and creating something positive together as a unit, as a group, as a team. So this is the fire section that speaks to your passions, your achievements, your aspirations, what drives you, and also what your intentions are for this month. And we have the Six of Pentacles in reverse, and I feel like this is like either someone's giving too much or someone's being overly selfish. It's like the extremes, because this is talking about like the balance of giving and receiving, you know, charity work, volunteering, you know, if you've been making, you know, like a massive amount of money, maybe you should be extending your gratitude towards the people who have gotten you there. Things to that degree. In reverse, it's like, it's either like one side of the scale or the other side of the scale. It's like, you know, are you bending yourself over backwards with, you know, being way over the top, gracious and generous with others without getting anything in return? Or are you just sitting there with your hand out like, give me, give me, give me? You know, I always feel like this, when it's in reverse, I always want to ask, you know, where is your energy being placed this month? Like, are you feeling overly exhausted this month and, you know, bending yourself over backwards for others and, you know, not getting anything in return? Or are you like the energy vampire in this, you know, dynamic here that is like, you know, help me, support me, help me, support me, you know, what can you give me, what can you give me? So paying attention to the balance in the giving and the receiving this month, and making sure that you are, you know, really being grateful for the people in your life, being grateful for your situation and how far you've come, you know, and not being afraid to ask for what you need as well. So when it comes to an intention for this month, my intention would be to keep the balance this month. And I feel like that's super important because we do have two people holding the scales here. So balance is really important this month. Right here. And right there. You know, is somebody doing a lot more work than the others in this teamwork dynamic where you guys are having these conversations on how to bring things into the physical, how to create things together? Is somebody putting in more work than the other? Something also take a look at, and holding people accountable, and like in an honest way that is just like cutting through the BS and just getting straight to the reality of the situation, where like you can't dance around that. You can't dance around the, you know, the topic that's being brought up, you know what I mean? Or they can't dance around it and act like they're fine, if that makes sense. So, okay, so water section. This is speaking to love and relationships. And we have the Page of Swords in the water placement. And the Page of Swords is like, a page in general is like the teenager, you know. He knows he's had a decent amount of experiences, but he still has a lot to learn. So that's also something to really keep in mind when it comes to relationships and your emotions and things to that degree this month. Love. So this is someone who is learning a lot, you know, because we have the swords here. You know, this is like a representation of knowledge and ideas. And he's still young, and he still has lots to learn. So there's a level of curiosity and a desire to just to absorb more knowledge, absorb more information in terms of relationships and, you know, and love and understanding your emotions more this month. So I think that's a pretty positive sign here. It feels like there's lots to be learned. There's lots to be learned this month. Or it's calling you to be open to having conversations to understand the truth more. Open to conversations with understanding the truth more. Open to conversations that will help you to understand your own emotions more, and understand your place in this world more, what you're bringing to the table, especially in regards to family relationships and ties, and like, you know, what your role is. You know, maybe it's not the typical role, and maybe you need to be learning something new in that area. Pause. So this is one of the oracle cards that came up for you guys for this month. And I feel like when I saw this card, when I just flipped it over, I heard listen. So this is definitely a month of more listening than talking. This is a month of, you know, inaction, like not physical movement, not physical action being had. This is more of like mental action that's being addressed this month, you know, because we are very much in our head, gathering information, being made aware of situations, having conversations, being open to learn and absorb everything in regard to the truth. So being open to hearing more, to listening more, and absorbing and learning is really important. Making sure that you're also keeping yourself grounded throughout the month as well, so that it's easier to absorb the information that's coming in. And then we also have contemplation, which makes perfect sense because this feels like a very mental month, obviously with it being Mercury retrograde, but this also has a very curious look to it as well. So just really being open to learning new things this month, and, you know, trying to understand what it means to you. But it's also a very hopeful looking painting as well. She's got the lion like right underneath her. So it's like a level of curiosity and hope, you know, combined with the inner strength to understand. Okay, so I asked what, like, I wanted to clarify the Justice card here. We have the Six of Cups here and the Five of, you know, talking about the Justice card, and it's saying like the challenge this month is going to bring up a feeling of nostalgia and looking towards the past, and also a level of being naive and not really fully understanding things, which is why this truth is coming out. And then there's, you know, this fiery energy of potential disagreements, battles, trying to build or maybe build something together, you know, working through something together as a group dynamic. So I feel like this is between you and other people, trying to work through something when it comes to the truth of a situation, and that's bringing up feelings from the past. That's bringing up this nostalgic feeling. But it's also, you know, asking to call in this balance between, you know, being open to having disagreements and also being open to extending, you know, acts of kindness in the process. So it's like you can have disagreements from a place of kindness, from a place of love. So it's like you can either, you know, be ready for a big ass fight, like fiery energy and like aggressiveness, or you can have these conversations from a place of like a loving dynamic where you guys are connected to your past, and connected to each other. So truth coming up this month, to process and work with each other. And I feel like the purpose of it is to reconnect people, is to reconnect you with who you're surrounded with, and also just to understand who you are in terms of your environment more. So that is your message this month, Sagittarius. I hope that you enjoyed it. Please let me know in the comments below how this resonated with you. I send you so much love. Please like, share, and subscribe, and follow me on Instagram at Arcana Rising. I send you so much love, and I will see you in April. Take care. Bye-bye.